Though the use of small unmanned aircraft systems, or drones, is largely in its infancy, commercial use is predicted to grow at a rapid pace as businesses such as Amazon and UPS look to harness the technology. However, this also has the potential to change traditional business models across a number of industries, including insurance. Also confronting insurers is how to cover the liability exposures brought by devices.
Certainly the liability exposures are going to far outweigh any kind of physical damage exposures to the drones themselves. And then on the liability side, there's two main areas that will generate liability exposures. On the operational side, you have the risks to aviation, commercial and general aviation, where there could be either near misses or even actual collisions. There could be risks to general populations or even populations, groups of people that are aggregated for whatever reason, whether it's a concert or a show or even a presidential candidate speech that might be coming up with the upcoming presidential campaign. Then there's a potential for property damage liability in case there's a malfunction in the drone itself. There's the potential for product liability claims if the drone causes damage and then there's an action against the producer or the manufacturer of the drone. There's a potential for liability claims against an operator of a drone through not operating the drone effectively or safely. This becomes very much of a risk management issue for any company that wants to either operate or to insure the operations of drones. This is not so much of an actuarial exercise because there is not much data to go on, but risk management certainly is critical. It boils down to identifying what the risks are, determining what the potential costs are involved with operating the drones from a liability perspective, and then determining what the potential lawsuit outcome may be. Is an insurer that's insuring liability for drones just going to wait and see what the courts decide certain claims may be, how expensive those may be? Or is the insurance company going to take a more proactive step and really try to factor in the pricing for liability insurance for those drones? And certainly the use of drones could be even a safe way to do a lot of the functions that insurance companies currently employ adjusters to do. For example, roof inspections following damage from a storm or hail damage or whatever the case may be. Rather than sending an inspector up on the roof, they can just use a drone to do that. So the quality of the data could be very good, and it can be transmitted electronically to an adjuster at a desk back in the home office so that claims can be processed fairly quickly rather than waiting for the report from the adjuster to come through. So these are all very good benefits, but there are some issues that need to be addressed in the interim before it becomes fully effective. For example, you need a qualified and certified operator for the drones. You need FAA clearance to be able to operate drones, and you need clearance from a property owner to be able to even fly over the area that you want to inspect. The operator needs to make sure that the drone is within line of sight and that they have full control over the use of those drones. So at the end of the day, certainly I think long term there will be some very strong benefits to the operation of drones, but it has to be approached in a very careful, systematic manner. And any issues as far as invasion of privacy concerns, those all need to be considered. Data quality, who's going to warehouse the data, for how long, and who's going to have access to the data. Those are all critical issues that I think can and will be addressed and for the long-term benefit of the insurance industry.
We'd like to thank AM Best for their contribution to our program. If you'd like to see more of the First Monday series, visit the AM Best website.